Next up, we'll do kind of a not that well-known game, Solar Eclipse. This is the sequel to Total Eclipse, which I had on the 3DO. It's basically a Star Fox style spaceship shooter made by Crystal Dynamics. It's got full motion video cinemas with real people. Really cheesy, but non-stop shooting action, I guess. Nothing special. Okay. One of my favorite series, the first one, Panzer Dragoon. This is another Star Fox style shooter. Polygonal 3D graphics. It's pretty outdated now, but it's got good art design, good music, good action-y gameplay. So, and it's good to have if you want the story of the whole series. So yeah, pick this up for sure. And then, of course, Panzer Dragoon 2 Zui. And this one made a lot of improvements. You could take multiple paths through the levels, which evolves your dragon differently. It introduced the Berserk power, which was every time you shot an enemy, it built up your meter. Once it was full, you could unleash a dragon breath attack that kills everything on the screen, pretty much. Does a lot of damage to the bosses. I think it was a little longer, too, than the first game. Nicer graphics. Even better music and story, in my opinion. So, this is a must-have on Saturn. I loved this game back in the day, and I finally got to have a copy of it. Alright, what do we got next? Yes. Resident Evil, the Saturn version. It's a very good version of Resident Evil. Some argue the graphics are worse, but I actually like that it's more colorful than the PlayStation 1. It's got some extras like a new enemy type called the Tick, which is basically another hunter type. And then at the end, you fight 2 tyrants instead of 1, making it a little more challenging, I guess. And then you can unlock a battle game for it. It just lets you go into the mansion and just shoot a bunch of enemies. So it's good if you just want to play the Resident Evil 1 engine, just have some fun with the action. Okay. Next we got one of my first rare games, House of the Dead, Sega Saturn version. Of course, goes nicely with the gun, the stunner. It's not that great of a port though. The graphics are really pixelated, but it's pretty much the only home console version of House of the Dead. And the only home version you can use the light gun with. So that's why I wanted it. I mean, there's the PC version, but you have to play it with the mouse, and that kind of defeats the purpose in my opinion. So I just took the graphical downgrade and got a light gun, and I've been having fun with it. It's really expensive though, so you really got to want this game to shell out the money for it. Okay, great game coming up. Another rare one. Guardian Heroes 2D brawler, made by Treasure, famous for Radiant Silvergun, Ikaruga, Gunstar Heroes. This one's a great brawler slash RPG hybrid because you level up in it. It's got a nice 6-player battle mode. I played this at my friend's house all the time. Told myself I'd shell out the money for a copy. Finally did. I'm glad I did. Pick this up, even if you have to pay for it. Pay a lot for it. And of course, you know what's coming. My most rare game. Yes, Panzer Dragoon Saga. I don't have to explain much with this. Everyone knows the legacy behind this game. I think only 30,000 copies were made. It's like Panzer Dragoon, the action titles, but you fly around and encounter enemies in a turn-based style. But even though it's turn-based, the action kind of plays out like Panzer Dragoon Orta, where you have to rotate around the side of the enemies to get to the weak spots, and there's a lot more variety with the dragon types. You can morph your dragon at any time. You get a lot of different berserk attacks. There's not much exploration. I think there's only one town in the game, but it's amazing. It's 3 discs. Ooh, see? Yes, 3 discs. So I have all 3. Black label, very nice. They're all pretty mint. So yes, my favorite game. Now, you got a little bonus here, which I wanted to do this video for. Oh yes, Daytona. I picked this up for only $4 on eBay, and guess what? It's sealed. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open it up right in front of you. So I've never opened a new Saturn game in my life, so I want to get this on video. Oh yes, I wonder how long it's been since someone's opened a Saturn game. Oh yeah. This is nostalgia right here. Yes. Nice fresh game. Love it. I love it. Oh, I'll never get a moment like this again. Well, maybe, if I buy some more games. But yeah. Got my copy of Daytona. Can't wait to listen to that great music while I'm racing in crappy looking graphics with tons of pop-up. But it's got the music I want. So, that's the end of my video. Let me know what you think of my collection or what I should add. Peace!